Tonight we explore strange medical cures of the past. Let these stories from the past carry you gently into peaceful sleep. In the soft glow of twilight, as the world outside hushes into a gentle lull, we embark on a journey through the whispers of the past. This is a journey that transcends time and space, leading us into the heart of ancient and historical medicine. It is a realm where the lines between science and mysticism blur, and where the healing arts of bygone eras beckon with their enigmatic charm. Imagine, if you will, a time when the world was still young, and the mysteries of nature were woven into the very fabric of daily life. In those days, the art of healing was a sacred practice, rooted deeply in the rhythms of the earth and the cosmos. From the banks of the Nile to the bustling streets of ancient Rome, and from the serene landscapes of China to the vibrant cultures of the Americas, each civilization developed its own unique approach to medicine, reflecting its beliefs, values, and understanding of the world. As we begin this exploration, let us first wander into the shadowed corridors of ancient Egypt. Here, beneath the watchful gaze of the gods, the practice of medicine was both an art and a science. The Egyptians believed that health was a delicate balance between the body, mind, and spirit. Their healers, often priests, used a combination of prayers, rituals, and natural remedies to treat ailments. The Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical texts, offers a glimpse into their sophisticated understanding of medicine, with treatments for everything from wounds to digestive issues. Traveling eastward, we find ourselves in the cradle of Chinese civilization, where traditional Chinese medicine emerged as a holistic system of healing. Rooted in the principles of yin and yang, balance and harmony were central to this ancient practice. The use of acupuncture, herbal medicine, and Tai Chi were not merely treatments, but a way of life, aimed at maintaining the equilibrium of the body's vital energies. Our journey then takes us to the vibrant landscapes of ancient India, where Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest medical systems, was born. Ayurveda, meaning the science of life, is based on the belief that health and wellness depend on a delicate balance between the mind, body, and spirit. It emphasizes the use of diet, herbal treatments, and yogic breathing to prevent and treat illness, offering a comprehensive approach to health that is still practiced today. As we traverse the globe, we encounter the ancient Greeks, whose contributions to medicine laid the foundations for modern medical practices. The Greeks viewed medicine as a rational science, separate from religion and superstition. Hippocrates, often referred to as the father of medicine, advocated for a systematic approach to diagnosing and treating illnesses, emphasizing the importance of diet, exercise, and the environment in maintaining health. In the Americas, the indigenous peoples developed their own rich traditions of healing, drawing on the natural resources around them. From the shamans of the Amazon rainforest to the medicine men of the Great Plains, these healers used a profound knowledge of plants and herbs to treat a wide array of ailments. Their practices were deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs, viewing health as a harmonious relationship between humans and nature. Crossing the seas to the medieval Islamic world, we find a golden age of medical knowledge. Scholars such as Avicenna and Al-Razi made significant contributions to the field, compiling comprehensive medical texts that would influence both Eastern and Western medicine for centuries. Their works, like the Canon of Medicine, offered detailed insights into anatomy, pharmacology, and surgical techniques, blending ancient wisdom with new discoveries. As we continue our journey, the Renaissance period heralds a new era of exploration and discovery. the rediscovery of classical texts, and the invention of the printing press revolutionized the dissemination of medical knowledge. Figures like Paracelsus challenged traditional medical practices, advocating for the use of chemicals and minerals in treatments, paving the way for modern pharmacology. Throughout this journey, we are reminded of the allure of ancient healing practices, each one a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. These practices, though diverse in their origins and methods, share a common thread: the promise of healing, of restoring balance and harmony to the body, mind, and spirit. As we prepare to delve deeper into the world of ancient medicine, let us carry with us the understanding that these practices were not just about curing ailments. They were about connecting with the world in a profound way, recognizing the intricate web of life that binds us all. In the next part of our exploration, we will uncover the strange and unusual remedies that these ancient cultures devised, each one a fascinating glimpse into the past. So, as the night deepens and the stars twinkle softly above, let us pause and reflect on the rich tapestry of history that has brought us to this moment. The whispers of the past have much to tell us, and as we listen, we find ourselves not only learning about ancient medicine, but also about the enduring quest for knowledge and healing that transcends time and culture. Healing across ages, an overview of ancient medicine in the soft glow of twilight. When the world seems to slow and the mind begins to wander, we find ourselves drawn into the rich tapestry of ancient medicine. This journey takes us across the sands of time, where the earliest healers wove their knowledge with threads of observation, intuition, and a deep connection to nature. Medicine in ancient societies was not merely a science, but a sacred art, a blend of practical remedies and spiritual rituals, reflecting the beliefs and values of each culture. In the heart of Mesopotamia, one of the cradles of civilization, healing was deeply intertwined with the divine. The Sumerians, with their pantheon of gods and goddesses, believed that illnesses were manifestations of divine displeasure. Thus, priests and priestesses served as intermediaries, seeking to appease the gods through rituals and offerings. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest known legal documents, even included laws regarding medical practice, emphasizing the importance of healing in society. Moving eastward, the Indian subcontinent gave rise to a profound tradition of healing that emphasized balance and harmony. This tradition, known as Ayurveda, was rooted in the belief that health was a state of equilibrium among the body's energies. Ayurvedic practitioners employed a variety of treatments, from herbal remedies to dietary adjustments, all aimed at restoring balance. The emphasis on preventative care and holistic well-being remains influential, echoing through the ages. Across the vast deserts and fertile valleys of the Middle East, ancient Persian medicine flourished. Drawing from both indigenous knowledge and influences from neighboring cultures, Persian healers like Avicenna compiled comprehensive medical texts. His canon of medicine became a cornerstone of medical education for centuries, illustrating the interconnectedness of ancient medical knowledge across regions. In the far reaches of the African continent, traditional healing practices were as diverse as the people themselves. Many African societies viewed illness as a disruption in the spiritual or social order. Healers, often revered as wise elders or shamans, utilized a combination of herbal medicine, spiritual guidance, and community rituals to restore health. The use of plants and natural resources in healing was a common theme, reflecting a deep understanding of the environment and its potential to heal. The ancient peoples of the Americas, too, developed sophisticated systems of medicine long before European contact. The Maya, for instance, were skilled in herbal medicine, using plants to treat a variety of ailments. Their understanding of the human body and its ailments was often linked to their cosmology, with health seen as a reflection of cosmic balance. Similarly, the Inca civilization employed a range of natural remedies, from coca leaves to quinine, demonstrating an impressive knowledge of their natural world. In the lands of the Far East, Chinese medicine emerged as a complex system that integrated philosophy and practice. Rooted in the concepts of yin and yang and the five elements, Chinese medicine sought to harmonize the body's energies. Techniques such as acupuncture and herbal medicine were developed to maintain health and treat disease, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of the human body and its relationship to the universe. Despite the geographical and cultural differences, common themes can be found across these ancient healing practices. The use of natural substances, the role of spiritual beliefs, and the emphasis on balance and harmony are threads that weave through the fabric of ancient medicine. These practices were often guided by a holistic view of health, one that considered the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of well-being. Yet, alongside these similarities, there were also notable differences. The methods and materials used in healing varied widely, influenced by the local environment and available resources. While some cultures emphasized the role of the divine in health and healing, others focused more on empirical observation and the development of systematic medical knowledge. Religion and superstition played significant roles in shaping ancient medical practices. In many cultures, the line between healer and priest was blurred, with spiritual leaders often serving as the primary caregivers. Rituals and prayers were commonly used alongside more practical treatments, reflecting the belief that healing was as much a spiritual process as a physical one. As night deepens and the world outside grows quiet, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of these ancient healers. Their practices, though rooted in the past, laid the foundation for modern medicine, influencing the way we understand health and illness today. The wisdom of the ancients continues to resonate, offering insights into the timeless quest for healing and balance. As we drift into slumber, our journey through the annals of ancient medicine leads us to the banks of the Nile, where one of the earliest and most influential civilizations developed its own unique approach to healing. In ancient Egypt, medicine was an advanced practice, blending empirical knowledge with spiritual beliefs. The Egyptians' contributions to medicine set the stage for future advancements, creating a legacy that would be studied and revered by generations to come. And so, we prepare to explore the fascinating world of ancient Egyptian medicine, where the art of healing was both a science and a sacred duty. In the quiet corners of history, where the sands of time gently settle, the story of healing unfolds. From the dimly lit chambers of ancient temples to the bustling marketplaces of the Renaissance, the journey of medical practices is a tale woven with mystery, discovery, and the relentless quest for understanding. Long before the age of technology and modern science, the ancients gazed at the stars and sought wisdom in the whispers of the wind. Healing was a sacred art, deeply entwined with the spiritual and mystical. In the cradles of civilization, such as Mesopotamia and Egypt, healers were often revered as intermediaries between the divine and the mortal. They chanted incantations and brewed potions, their practices steeped in rituals that connected the physical with the ethereal. As time flowed onward, the Greeks emerged with a new vision. They began to peel back the layers of mysticism, seeking to understand the body through observation and reason. Hippocrates, often hailed as the father of Western medicine, stood at the forefront of this transformation. His teachings emphasized the importance of balance within the body, and introduced the concept of the four humors: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. This theory suggested that health depended on the harmony of these bodily fluids, a notion that would endure for centuries. The Romans, inheritors of Greek knowledge, further advanced medical practices. They built upon the foundations laid by their predecessors, emphasizing the importance of hygiene and public health. The Roman physician Galen, whose influence would span a millennium, meticulously studied anatomy and physiology, albeit through the dissection of animals rather than humans. His extensive writings became a cornerstone of medical education, guiding practitioners through the complexities of the human form. With the fall of the Roman Empire, the torch of medical knowledge flickered, but did not extinguish. In the heart of the Islamic Golden Age, scholars such as Avicenna and Al-Razi breathed new life into the study of healing. Avicenna's The Canon of Medicine, a monumental text, synthesized Greek, Roman, and Islamic medical knowledge, offering insights that would enlighten both the East and the West. Al-Razi, known for his keen observational skills, challenged existing ideas and advocated for empirical approaches, laying the groundwork for future scientific inquiry. Trade routes, like veins across the earth, facilitated the exchange of ideas and remedies. From the bustling bazaars of Baghdad to the vibrant ports of Venice, merchants carried more than just silk and spices. They transported knowledge. This cross-pollination of ideas enriched medical practices, introducing new herbs, treatments, and philosophies. The influence of Chinese acupuncture, the Indian practice of Ayurveda, and the intricate herbal remedies of the Arab world began to weave into the tapestry of global healing traditions. As the medieval period gave way to the dawn of the Renaissance, a spirit of inquiry and exploration permeated the air. The rediscovery of ancient texts, coupled with the invention of the printing press, ignited a fervor for knowledge. Scholars and physicians alike were emboldened to question, to dissect, and to experiment. Andreas Vesalius, a pioneering anatomist, dared to challenge Galenic doctrine through his meticulous dissections of the human body. His groundbreaking work, De Humani Corporis Fabrica, unveiled the intricate architecture of the human form with unprecedented detail, setting a new standard for anatomical study. The Renaissance also witnessed the emergence of Paracelsus, a maverick who rejected traditional humoral theory. He championed the use of chemicals and minerals in treatment, foreshadowing the advent of pharmacology. Paracelsus's belief that the body was a chemical system marked a significant departure from the past, paving the way for a more scientific approach to healing. Yet, amidst these monumental shifts, the essence of healing retained its connection to the natural world. Herbal remedies, passed down through generations, remained a cornerstone of treatment. The knowledge of plants and their properties, whether discovered through careful experimentation or serendipitous encounter, continued to play a vital role in the art of healing. In this gentle evolution from scrolls to stones, from mystical to empirical, the story of medical practices is one of transformation and continuity. It is a narrative that speaks to the enduring human desire to alleviate suffering and to understand the intricate dance of life and health. As the stars twinkle softly in the night sky, casting their gentle light upon the earth, we find ourselves at the threshold of another chapter. From the scrolls of ancient wisdom to the stones of Renaissance inquiry, the journey of healing is ever unfolding. And so, we turn our gaze to the land of the pharaohs, where the sands of Egypt cradle secrets of remedies and practices that have stood the test of time. In the serene, moonlit lands of ancient Egypt, where the mighty Nile flowed like a ribbon of life through the desert sands, there existed a world where mystery and wisdom intertwined. Here, the secrets of health and well-being were guarded by those who understood the delicate balance between nature and the divine. The Egyptians, with their profound reverence for life, developed unique medical practices that laid the groundwork for future generations. Central to their medical knowledge was the remarkable Ebers Papyrus, a document dating back to around 1550 BCE. This extensive scroll, over 20 meters long, is one of the oldest and most comprehensive medical texts from the ancient world. It served as a compendium of treatments, remedies, and incantations, offering insights into the sophisticated understanding of the human body possessed by the Egyptians. Within its pages, one could find remedies for ailments ranging from headaches to digestive issues, each meticulously recorded with instructions that blended practical advice with magical incantations. The Egyptians were pioneers in the use of herbs and natural resources, harnessing the power of the lush flora that grew along the banks of the Nile. They believed that the gods had endowed these plants with healing properties, and thus approached their use with both scientific curiosity and spiritual reverence. Among the most commonly used herbs were garlic and onion, celebrated not only for their culinary uses, but also for their medicinal benefits. These pungent bulbs were thought to boost strength and ward off illness, a belief that resonates with modern understandings of their antibacterial properties. In their quest for health, the Egyptians also turned to honey, a gift from the bees, revered for its sweet taste and healing prowess. Known for its antiseptic qualities, honey was applied to wounds to prevent infection and promote healing. It was often combined with other ingredients, such as milk and herbs, to create soothing balms and potions. The Egyptians' use of honey reflects their deep understanding of natural remedies, a knowledge that has endured through the ages. The role of priests in ancient Egyptian medicine was significant, as they were seen as intermediaries between the gods and the people. These learned individuals were often trained as physicians, a role that required not only a deep understanding of anatomy and herbal lore, but also the ability to perform rituals and incantations. Magic was an integral part of Egyptian healing practices, with the belief that illness could be caused by malevolent spirits or displeased deities. Thus, the priests would perform elaborate ceremonies to appease these forces, often involving chants, amulets, and offerings. One of the most fascinating aspects of Egyptian medicine was the intertwining of science and spirituality. The Egyptians believed that health was a state of harmony between the body and the soul, and that imbalance could lead to disease. This holistic approach is evident in their medical practices, which often combined physical treatments with spiritual cleansing. For instance, a patient suffering from a persistent cough might be given a herbal remedy, while also participating in a purification ritual to cleanse the spirit. The Egyptians' understanding of anatomy was surprisingly advanced given the time period. Their practice of mummification provided them with unparalleled insights into the human body. Through the careful preservation of the deceased, they gained knowledge of organs and their functions, which informed their medical practices. This anatomical knowledge, combined with their extensive use of natural remedies, positioned them as leaders in the field of ancient health. In addition to their practical applications, the Egyptians' medical practices were deeply symbolic, reflecting their worldview and values. The ankh, a symbol of life, often appeared in medical contexts, representing the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This symbol, along with the Eye of Horus, was believed to offer protection and healing, illustrating the Egyptians' belief in the interconnectedness of health and spirituality. As the gentle breeze whispers through the palm trees along the Nile, we are reminded of the legacy of ancient Egypt. Their contributions to the understanding of health and the human body are a testament to their ingenuity and reverence for life. The fusion of natural remedies with spiritual practices created a holistic approach that resonates even today, offering a glimpse into a world where the boundaries between science and magic blurred in the pursuit of well-being. As we drift into dreams, let us carry with us the wisdom of the ancients, their voices echoing through time, guiding us with their profound understanding of the world. And as the sands of time shift, we will soon explore the influence of another great civilization, where the Greeks, with their own unique contributions, continued to shape the path of healing and knowledge. In the gentle cradle of ancient wisdom, there lies a figure whose name has echoed through the corridors of time, a beacon of healing and knowledge. Hippocrates, often hailed as the father of medicine, Hippocrates laid the groundwork for a system of healthcare that would influence countless generations. At the heart of his legacy is the Hippocratic Oath, a solemn promise that has guided physicians through the ages, emphasizing ethical practice and compassionate care. This oath, with its roots in a world-long past, continues to resonate with the core values of medical practitioners today. The ancient Greeks approached the art of healing with a blend of observation, philosophy, and natural science. Their understanding of health and disease was deeply intertwined with their beliefs about the universe and the human body. Central to their medical philosophy was the theory of the four humors, a concept that proposed the existence of four bodily fluids: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. These humors were believed to correspond to the four elements of nature: air, water, fire, and earth, and were thought to influence a person's temperament and health. When the balance among these humors was disrupted, illness ensued. Thus, the goal of the physician was to restore harmony within the body, often through diet, exercise, and other lifestyle changes. This approach to healthcare, which emphasized prevention and the body's natural ability to heal itself, was revolutionary for its time. It marked a departure from supernatural explanations of disease, steering towards a more rational and empirical understanding. The influence of Greek philosophy on the development of medical practices cannot be overstated. Thinkers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle pondered the nature of existence, knowledge, and ethics, creating a fertile ground for the growth of scientific inquiry. Their teachings encouraged a spirit of curiosity and critical thinking, which permeated all aspects of Greek culture, including their approach to health and healing. Hippocrates and his followers, known as the Hippocratic School, were deeply influenced by this philosophical milieu. They championed the idea that the human body should be studied as a whole, an interconnected system, rather than a collection of separate parts. This holistic view was revolutionary, emphasizing the importance of understanding the patient as an individual with unique needs and circumstances. In the tranquil setting of ancient Greece, physicians practiced their art with a focus on observation and diagnosis. They meticulously recorded case histories, noting symptoms and outcomes, which allowed them to refine their understanding of disease patterns and treatment efficacy. This methodical approach laid the groundwork, the development of clinical medicine, where careful observation and documentation became essential tools for every physician. The legacy of Hippocrates and his contemporaries was not confined to the boundaries of their homeland. As time flowed onward, their ideas spread far and wide, carried by the winds of trade and conquest. The principles of Greek medical thought found fertile ground in distant lands, where they were embraced, adapted, and expanded upon by diverse cultures. This cross-pollination of ideas enriched the tapestry of global medical knowledge, setting the stage for future advancements. In the soothing glow of history, one can see how the seeds planted by the ancient Greeks grew into a vast and intricate garden of healing practices. Their emphasis on balance, observation, and ethical care laid a foundation that would support and nurture the growth of medical science through the centuries. As the world changed and evolved, the core tenets of Hippocratic wisdom remained steadfast, guiding healers in their quest to alleviate suffering and promote health. The transition from Greek to Roman times saw a further expansion of these ideas, as the Romans absorbed and adapted Greek medical knowledge into their own burgeoning empire. This blending of traditions created a rich and enduring legacy, one that would continue to shape the course of medical history for millennia to come. As we drift into the gentle embrace of sleep, let us carry with us the timeless wisdom of those who came before. Their dedication to understanding the mysteries of the human body and their commitment to the welfare of others are gifts that continue to inspire and guide us in our own journeys. With each breath, we honor their legacy, a soothing reminder that even in the vastness of time, we are all connected by the universal quest for healing and knowledge. In the quiet hush of ancient Rome, a city bustling with life and innovation, one could find a world where the art of healing was as revered as the gods themselves. The Romans, with their knack for organization and ingenuity, crafted a tapestry of medical practices that not only served their vast empire, but also laid the groundwork for future generations. One of the most influential figures in this domain was Galen, a physician whose work would echo through the corridors of time. Born in Pergamon, Galen's early fascination with the human body led him to study in Alexandria, the heart of learning. His teachings, rooted in observation and dissection, brought forth a deeper understanding of anatomy and physiology. Galen's meticulous records and voluminous writings, which included over 500 works, became the cornerstone of medical knowledge for centuries. His belief in the balance of the four humors, blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, was a guiding principle, influencing the diagnosis and treatment of ailments. Galen's legacy was not merely in his theories, but in his insistence on empirical evidence and critical thinking, which would inspire countless healers long after his time. The Roman approach to public health was equally groundbreaking. Recognizing the importance of sanitation, they developed an intricate system of aqueducts and sewers to keep their cities clean and healthy. The Cloaca Maxima, one of the world's earliest sewage systems, was a testament to their engineering prowess. This emphasis on cleanliness extended to their public baths, which were not only places of relaxation, but also centers for maintaining hygiene. These innovations in urban planning were crucial in preventing the spread of diseases, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of public health. In the realm of military endeavors, Roman innovations were no less remarkable. The Roman army, a formidable force in its own right, also served as a catalyst for advancements in medical practices. On the battlefield, swift and effective treatment was paramount. The Romans established a system of field hospitals, known as valetudinaria, where soldiers could receive care. These facilities were strategically located near battlefronts, ensuring that the wounded could be treated without delay. The presence of trained medici, or military doctors, was a standard, and their expertise in treating trauma and injuries was unmatched. Techniques such as the use of tourniquets to stem bleeding and surgical procedures to remove arrowheads were developed, showcasing the pragmatic and innovative spirit of Roman military medicine. Beyond these practical applications, the Romans also embraced a holistic view of health, incorporating elements of diet, exercise, and lifestyle into their understanding of well-being. They believed that a balanced life, one that harmonized the body and mind, was essential for maintaining health. This philosophy was reflected in their emphasis on physical fitness, with exercise being an integral part of daily life. The Romans constructed gymnasiums and training grounds, encouraging citizens to engage in physical activities that would strengthen their bodies and, in turn, their spirits. As the sun set on the Roman Empire, its medical practices and innovations continued to influence the world, leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history. The legacy of Roman medicine, with its blend of empirical observation, public health initiatives, and military efficiency, would serve as a foundation for future civilizations to build upon. In this way, the Romans not only healed their people, but also paved the way for the evolution of healing practices across the globe. As we gently drift away from the echoes of ancient Rome, our journey takes us forward in time to the medieval period, where a new chapter in the story of healing awaits. Here, amidst the castles and cathedrals, we encounter a world where the art of healing takes on new forms, shaped by the unique challenges and beliefs of the age. In the dim glow of flickering candlelight, a monk carefully inscribed the secrets of healing onto parchment, his quill scratching softly in the quiet of the monastery. During the medieval era, monasteries served as the epicenters of medical knowledge and practice, their walls echoing with whispered prayers and the rustling of herbs. In these sacred spaces, monks and nuns dedicated themselves to the study and preservation of ancient texts, translating and transcribing works that would otherwise be lost to the ravages of time. Monasteries were more than just places of worship. They were sanctuaries of learning and healing. The monks, with their deep understanding of herbal remedies, cultivated gardens rich with medicinal plants. Lavender, chamomile, and rosemary grew in abundance, their fragrant leaves and flowers used to create soothing balms and tinctures. These herbal concoctions were believed to cure ailments ranging from headaches to insomnia, their effectiveness rooted in centuries of empirical knowledge passed down through generations. The monastic approach to medicine was holistic, emphasizing the balance of body and spirit. Illness was often seen as a manifestation of spiritual imbalance, and healing required both physical and spiritual intervention. Thus, prayers and blessings accompanied the administration of herbal treatments, creating a harmonious blend of faith and science. The arrival of the Black Death in the 14th century, however, challenged the existing medical practices and beliefs. This devastating pandemic swept across Europe, leaving a trail of despair and death in its wake. The sheer scale and speed of the disease overwhelmed the medical knowledge of the time, forcing healers to confront their limitations. Traditional remedies proved largely ineffective against the plague, and the desperate search for a cure led to a reevaluation of medical practices. Amidst the chaos, some advancements emerged. The Black Death prompted a shift towards more empirical observation and experimentation. Physicians began to question the ancient texts and sought to understand the disease through direct study of its symptoms and transmission. This period marked a subtle but significant transition from reliance on ancient authorities to a more investigative approach to medicine. Despite this shift, superstitions and the use of charms remained deeply ingrained in medieval society. People clung to these beliefs as a way to exert some control over their fate in a world that often seemed capricious and cruel. Amulets, inscribed with protective symbols, were worn to ward off illness and misfortune. These charms, often made of metal or stone, were believed to possess magical properties that could shield the wearer from harm. Similarly, the practice of using incantations and spells was common, blending the lines between medicine and magic. Healers might whisper ancient words over a patient, invoking divine intervention or the assistance of benevolent spirits. These rituals provided comfort and hope, reinforcing the connection between the physical and spiritual realms. The medieval understanding of medicine was also heavily influenced by astrology. The alignment of stars and planets was thought to affect a person's health and temperament. Physicians often consulted astrological charts to determine the best times for treatments or surgeries, believing that celestial movements could enhance or hinder the healing process. While some of these practices may seem peculiar to modern sensibilities, they reflect a profound desire to understand and influence the forces of nature. In an era where scientific knowledge was limited, these beliefs offered a framework through which people could interpret the world and their place within it. As the night deepens and the stars twinkle above, we leave behind the monks in their monasteries, the herbal gardens fragrant with the promise of healing, and the whispered prayers that echo through the ages. The journey through medieval medicine reveals a tapestry woven with faith, tradition, and the quest for understanding. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, ever seeking to unravel the mysteries of life and death. In the next chapter, we will explore the rich tapestry of folk remedies and superstitions from various cultures, delving into the fascinating ways in which different societies have sought to heal and protect themselves from the unseen forces that shape our world. As you drift into slumber, let your dreams carry you to distant lands and forgotten times, where the ancient wisdom of healers continues to whisper its secrets to those who listen. In the soft glow of a hearth, where shadows dance and whispers of ancient tales linger, there exists a tapestry of folk remedies and superstitions woven through the ages. These stories, passed down from generation to generation, carry with them the wisdom of old, where the line between magic and medicine often blurred, and the village wise women and local healers held a revered place in the community. In the heart of ancient Greece, the people believed that the gods themselves had bestowed the gift of healing upon certain individuals. These healers, often women, were known as pharmakia, a term that would eventually evolve into our modern word pharmacy. They were skilled in the use of herbs and natural remedies, crafting potions from the bounty of the earth. One such remedy involved the use of willow bark, which was chewed to relieve pain and fever, a practice that laid the groundwork for the development of aspirin centuries later. Across the seas in ancient Egypt, the Ebers Papyrus, a medical document dating back to 1550 BCE, reveals a treasure trove of remedies and superstitions. The Egyptians believed that disease was caused by an imbalance of bodily fluids, and their treatments often involved both physical and spiritual elements. Garlic was a common remedy, used to ward off infections and believed to provide strength and vitality. This pungent bulb was often hung in homes to protect against evil spirits, a practice that echoes in the folklore of many cultures. In the misty highlands of Scotland, wise women or cunning folk were sought after for their knowledge of the natural world. They used plants like heather and rowan to craft remedies and charms. Rowan, in particular, was thought to hold protective powers against witchcraft and malevolent forces. The berries, bright and red, were strung into necklaces or hung above doorways to ensure safety and health. Traveling further east, the ancient healers of Japan practiced kampo, a system of medicine that combined the use of herbs with spiritual practices. One popular remedy was the use of umeboshi, or pickled plum, which was believed to ward off evil spirits and treat a variety of ailments, from digestive issues to fatigue. This small, sour fruit was often carried by travelers for protection and sustenance on long journeys. In the Americas, the indigenous peoples had their own rich traditions of healing. The Navajo, for example, believed that illness was a disruption of harmony within the body and the environment. Their healers known as medicine men or women, used a combination of herbal remedies, rituals, and songs to restore balance. Sage, a sacred plant, was burned to purify spaces and ward off negative energies, a practice that continues in many cultures today. The role of these healers was not merely to treat physical ailments, but to address the spiritual and emotional well-being of their communities. They were the keepers of knowledge, the storytellers, and the guardians of tradition. Their remedies and rituals were deeply intertwined with the cultural beliefs of their time, reflecting a holistic approach to health that is often overlooked in modern medicine. As the world progressed into the medieval period, the influence of folk remedies and superstitions continued to shape health practices. The wise women of the villages, often feared and revered in equal measure, were sometimes accused of witchcraft, their knowledge of herbs and healing seen as both a gift and a threat. Yet, their contributions to the health of their communities were undeniable, and many of their remedies laid the groundwork for modern pharmacology. In the bustling markets of medieval Baghdad, the practice of alchemy flourished, blending science with mysticism. Alchemists sought to transform base materials into gold and discover the elixir of life, a quest that led to the development of early chemical processes. Their experiments with distillation and fermentation paved the way for the creation of new medicines and the eventual rise of chemistry as a scientific discipline. Meanwhile, in the Nordic lands, the use of runes and charms was prevalent. These symbols, carved into stones or wood, were believed to hold magical properties. Runes were used in healing rituals, inscribed with intentions of health and protection. The Norse people also relied on the power of the sauna, a tradition that continues to this day, to cleanse the body and spirit. The cultural beliefs and practices surrounding health and medicine were as diverse as the societies from which they emerged. Each remedy, each ritual, was a reflection of the values and understanding of the world at that time. While some of these practices may seem strange to us now, they were rooted in a deep respect for the natural world and a belief in the interconnectedness of all things. As we drift through the centuries, from the ancient hearths to the dawn of the Renaissance, we find ourselves on the brink of a new era of medical discovery. The whispers of the past continue to echo, guiding us with their wisdom and reminding us of the enduring human quest for health and well-being. In the gentle flicker of the hearth's glow, we are left to ponder the mysteries of the past and the promise of the future. As the world of medicine prepares to embrace the oddities and innovations of the Renaissance period, in the hushed corridors of time, the Renaissance emerges as a period of profound transformation and discovery, where the mysteries of the human body began to unravel under the curious gaze of scholars and physicians. This era, marked by a fervent quest for knowledge, saw the dawn of anatomical studies and dissections, practices that would forever change the landscape of medicine. As the candlelit chambers of learning flickered with new ideas, the human form was meticulously explored and documented, revealing secrets that had long been hidden beneath the skin. The practice of dissection, once shunned and shrouded in taboo, gradually gained acceptance during the Renaissance. This shift was largely influenced by the works of Andreas Vesalius, whose seminal text, De Humani Corporis Fabrica, published in 1543, offered an unprecedented insight into human anatomy. Vesalius, a pioneering figure, challenged the traditional reliance on ancient texts, advocating instead for direct observation and hands-on study. His detailed illustrations and descriptions of the human body laid the foundation for modern anatomy, inspiring generations of medical practitioners to look beyond the surface and delve into the intricate workings of the human form. In the midst of this anatomical awakening, a figure emerged whose unconventional approach to medicine would ignite both admiration and controversy. Paracelsus, a Swiss physician and alchemist, boldly declared that the secrets of healing lay not in the ancient teachings of Galen or Avicenna, but in the natural world itself. He championed the use of chemicals and minerals in treatment, a radical departure from the traditional reliance on herbal remedies. Paracelsus's experiments with substances like mercury and arsenic, though perilous, paved the way for the development of pharmacology, introducing a new era where chemistry and medicine intertwined. As the Renaissance illuminated the path of medical innovation, the celestial bodies above continued to cast their influence over earthly affairs. Astrology, an ancient practice deeply entrenched in the cultural fabric of the time, held sway over medical treatments. Physicians often consulted the stars when diagnosing illnesses or prescribing remedies, believing that the alignment of planets could affect the balance of humors within the body. This celestial connection underscored the belief that the macrocosm of the universe mirrored the microcosm of the human body, a concept that resonated deeply with the holistic views of the time. The influence of astrology in medicine was perhaps most evident in the practice of bloodletting, a common treatment believed to restore balance and health. Physicians would often time this procedure according to astrological charts, seeking auspicious moments when the stars aligned favorably. Despite its questionable efficacy, bloodletting persisted as a staple of medical practice, a testament to the enduring power of tradition and belief in the unseen forces that govern life. Throughout this period of exploration and experimentation, the Renaissance also witnessed the rise of medical schools and universities, where knowledge was shared and disseminated. These institutions became hubs of learning, attracting scholars from far and wide, eager to expand their understanding of the human body and its ailments. The exchange of ideas and discoveries within these academic settings fostered a spirit of collaboration and innovation, propelling medicine into a new age of enlightenment. Amidst the scientific advancements of the Renaissance, the human experience of illness and recovery remained a deeply personal journey. The emotional aspects of healing, often overlooked in the pursuit of knowledge, were integral to the process of recovery. Physicians, aware of the mind-body connection, recognized the importance of compassion and empathy in their practice. The gentle touch of a healer, the soothing words of reassurance, and the comforting presence of a caregiver all played vital roles in the healing process, underscoring the timeless truth that medicine is as much an art as it is a science. As the Renaissance drew to a close, the legacy of its medical innovations continued to resonate through the ages. The anatomical discoveries, chemical therapies, and celestial influences that characterize this era laid the groundwork for future advancements, shaping the course of medicine for centuries to come. Yet, amidst the scientific breakthroughs, the emotional dimensions of healing remained a constant, reminding us that the journey to wellness is as much about the heart as it is about the body. In the quiet moments before sleep, as we reflect on the wonders of the past, we are gently reminded of the enduring connection between mind, body, and spirit. The Renaissance, with its revelations and oddities, offers a glimpse into a world where the pursuit of knowledge was tempered by the understanding that healing is a deeply human endeavor, rich with emotion and empathy. As we drift into slumber, let us carry with us the wisdom of the ages, embracing the healing power of compassion and the timeless truths that unite us all in the journey toward wholeness. Tomorrow, we shall explore the emotional aspects of healing throughout history, delving into the ways in which the human spirit has sought solace and strength in the face of adversity. Until then, let the gentle whispers of the past lull you into a restful sleep, cradled in the knowledge that the journey of healing is a timeless tale, woven through the fabric of our shared humanity. The heart's balm, emotional aspects of healing in the quiet corridors of time, where the whispers of ancient healers echo. The art of healing has always been more than a mere physical endeavor. It was an intricate dance of empathy, understanding, and the subtle interplay of mind and body. Throughout history, the emotional and psychological aspects of healing have played a pivotal role, offering solace and comfort to those in distress. From the sacred temples of ancient Greece to the bustling markets of medieval towns, the heart's balm was as essential as any potion or poultice. In the early days of civilization, the role of empathy in healing was recognized as a crucial element. The ancient Egyptians, known for their advanced medical practices, believed that a healer's demeanor could significantly impact a patient's recovery. They understood that a gentle touch and a kind word could ease the burden of illness, fostering a sense of safety and trust. This belief was mirrored in the practices of the ancient Greeks, where physicians like Galen emphasized the importance of a compassionate bedside manner. Galen, a prominent figure in Roman medicine, believed that understanding a patient's emotions and fears was as vital as diagnosing their ailments. The psychological aspects of healing were not limited to the realm of physical health. In ancient India, mental well-being was considered integral to overall health. The Ayurvedic system, one of the world's oldest holistic healing systems, emphasized the balance of mind, body, and spirit. Practitioners believed that emotional disturbances could manifest as physical symptoms, and thus, addressing the mind was essential for true healing. This holistic approach recognized the interconnectedness of all aspects of a person's being, paving the way for a more comprehensive understanding of health. As we journey through history, the views on mental health and its treatment have evolved significantly. In the medieval Islamic world, scholars like Avicenna, known as Ibn Sina, made remarkable contributions to the understanding of mental health. Avicenna's Canon of Medicine, a cornerstone of medical knowledge for centuries, included detailed descriptions of various mental disorders and their treatments. He advocated for a compassionate approach, where understanding the patient's emotional state was paramount to effective treatment. The placebo effect, a fascinating phenomenon where a patient's belief in a treatment can lead to real improvements in their condition, has roots that stretch back through the annals of time. In ancient Greece, the temple of Asclepius, the god of medicine, was a place where the power of belief was harnessed. Pilgrims would sleep in the temple, hoping for a divine dream that would reveal their cure. This practice, known as incubation, relied heavily on the patient's faith in the healing power of the gods and the surrounding rituals. The psychological impact of such beliefs was profound, often leading to remarkable recoveries. In the Americas, the indigenous peoples had their own rich traditions of healing, where the emotional and spiritual dimensions were deeply intertwined with physical health. Shamans, revered as healers and spiritual leaders, used rituals, chants, and herbal remedies to treat ailments. The healing process was a communal affair, with the patient's family and community playing an active role. This collective support provided a powerful emotional boost, reinforcing the patient's will to recover. The Renaissance period, often seen as a time of great scientific advancement, also witnessed a growing interest in the psychological aspects of health. Physicians began to explore the connections between the mind and body more deeply, laying the groundwork for modern psychosomatic medicine. The works of Paracelsus, a Swiss physician and alchemist, challenged the conventional medical practices of his time. He believed that the mind could influence the body's health, advocating for treatments that addressed both physical and emotional needs. Throughout history, the role of empathy and a healer's presence has been a constant thread in the tapestry of medicine, the gentle reassurance of a caring practitioner, The soothing words spoken in times of distress and the shared humanity between healer and patient have all contributed to the process of recovery. These elements, often intangible and unmeasurable, have proven to be as potent as any medicinal concoction. As we drift into the realm of dreams, let us consider the enduring legacy of these historical cures. The emotional and psychological aspects of healing, woven into the fabric of time, continue to shape our understanding of health and well-being. They remind us that healing is not just a physical journey, but a deeply human one, where the heart's balm can be the most potent remedy of all. In the quiet moments before sleep, as the world around us slows and softens, we can reflect on the echoes of ancient wisdom that continue to ripple through the fabric of modern medicine. The journey of healing is a tapestry woven with threads from distant cultures and eras, each contributing its own unique hue to the vibrant mosaic of contemporary medical practice. From the time-worn scrolls of ancient Egypt to the herbal concoctions of indigenous tribes, the legacy of historical cures lingers, whispering secrets of the past that still resonate today. The ancient Egyptians, with their profound knowledge of the human body, laid the groundwork for many modern medical techniques. They were among the first to practice surgery, using rudimentary tools to treat injuries. Their understanding of anatomy, gleaned from meticulous observations and dissections, paved the way for future generations of healers. The Ebers Papyrus, a medical text dating back to around 1550 BCE, serves as a testament to their sophisticated approach to medicine, detailing treatments for ailments ranging from headaches to digestive disorders. This ancient document reminds us that the pursuit of healing is as old as time itself, a timeless endeavor that continues to evolve. In the heart of India, the ancient practice of Ayurveda emerged, offering a holistic approach to health that emphasized balance and harmony. Ayurvedic practitioners believed in the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, a concept that resonates with modern holistic medicine. The use of natural remedies, such as turmeric and ginger, has transcended centuries, finding a place in today's wellness routines. These time-honored practices remind us of the enduring power of nature's pharmacy and the importance of treating the whole person, rather than merely addressing symptoms. Meanwhile, in the Americas, indigenous peoples harnessed the healing properties of plants long before the arrival of European settlers. The knowledge of medicinal herbs, passed down through generations, was integral to their communities. The bark of the willow tree, for instance, was used to alleviate pain and fever, a precursor to the development of aspirin. This ancient wisdom underscores the value of traditional knowledge and its potential to inform and enhance modern medical discoveries. The Greeks, too, left an indelible mark on the field of medicine. The ancient Greek physician Galen, whose teachings dominated medical thought for over a millennium, emphasized the importance of observation and experimentation. Though some of his theories were eventually disproven, his commitment to scientific inquiry laid the foundation for the empirical methods that underpin modern medicine. Galen's influence reminds us that even in error, there is much to be learned, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey, not a destination. In the bustling bazaars of ancient India, traders exchanged not only goods but also ideas, leading to a rich tapestry of medical knowledge that spanned continents. The ancient Indian texts of Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita are among the earliest comprehensive works on medicine and surgery, detailing procedures that are strikingly similar to those performed today. These texts highlight the global exchange of knowledge and the interconnectedness of human cultures in the quest for healing. The medieval period, often characterized by its reliance on superstition and religious doctrine, also saw the emergence of innovative medical practices. In the Islamic world, scholars like Avicenna compiled vast encyclopedias of medical knowledge, synthesizing the teachings of Greek, Roman, and Persian traditions. His work, The Canon of Medicine, became a cornerstone of medical education in Europe for centuries. This synthesis of knowledge from diverse cultures serves as a reminder of the richness that comes from embracing different perspectives and the potential for growth that lies in collaboration. Yet, not all historical practices have stood the test of time. The use of bloodletting, once a common treatment for a variety of ailments, serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of dogma and the importance of questioning established norms. This practice, based on the belief that illness was caused by an imbalance of bodily fluids, persisted for centuries despite its dubious efficacy. It is a poignant reminder that medicine is an ever-evolving field, where yesterday's truths may become today's misconceptions. Despite the failures and missteps of the past, there remains an enduring fascination with ancient remedies. The allure of time-tested cures, steeped in tradition and mystery, captivates the imagination and invites us to explore the boundaries of what is known. In a world that often prioritizes the new and the novel, there is comfort to be found in the familiar embrace of remedies that have soothed generations before us. As we drift into the realm of dreams, we carry with us the knowledge that the legacy of historical cures is not merely a relic of the past, but a living, breathing force that continues to shape the future of medicine. The lessons learned, the wisdom gleaned, and the stories told are woven into the very fabric of who we are. They remind us that healing is not just a science, but an art, a dance between the known and the unknown, where the echoes of time guide us toward a deeper understanding of what it means to be whole. And as we close our eyes and surrender to the gentle embrace of sleep, we can ponder the cultural context and meaning of these ancient practices and how they continue to influence the way we care for ourselves and each other. For in the quiet of the night, the whispers of history remind us that we are all part of a grand continuum, bound together by the shared human experience of seeking wellness and balance in an ever-changing world. In the quiet stillness of night, as the world gently drifts into slumber, we embark on a serene journey through the annals of history, exploring how medicine has mirrored the societies that nurtured its growth. Medicine, much like a delicate tapestry, intricately woven with threads of culture, religion, and societal values, offers us a glimpse into the civilizations of yore, from the vibrant lands of Egypt to the vast expanses of the Indian subcontinent. In ancient Egypt, medicine was deeply intertwined with religion, reflecting a society where the divine and the earthly were closely linked. Physicians, often priests, served as intermediaries between the gods and the people, their healing practices imbued with spiritual significance. The Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical documents, reveals a rich blend of practical treatments and magical incantations, illustrating a world where faith and science coexisted harmoniously. This approach to healing underscores a cultural belief in the power of the divine to influence health and well-being, a belief that shaped not only medical practices, but also the ethical frameworks within which they operated. Traveling eastward, we find ourselves in the cradle of Indian civilization, where Ayurveda emerged as a sophisticated system of medicine. Rooted in the principles of balance and harmony, Ayurveda reflects the Indian worldview, emphasizing the interconnectedness of body, mind, and spirit. This holistic approach to health is a testament to a society that valued equilibrium and sought to understand the human experience in its entirety. The ethical considerations of Ayurvedic practitioners were guided by the concept of dharma, or duty, which emphasized the responsibility of healers to act with compassion and integrity. In ancient Greece, medicine began to move away from the mystical and towards the empirical, as philosophers and physicians sought to understand the natural world. The Greeks believed in the power of observation and reason, laying the groundwork for a more scientific approach to medicine. Yet, even as they pursued knowledge, Greek physicians were deeply influenced by their cultural context, which placed a high value on rationality and the pursuit of excellence. The ethical foundations of Greek medicine were built upon principles of beneficence and non-maleficence, reflecting a society that revered wisdom and sought to do no harm. As we journey further, we arrive in the lands of the Maya, where medicine was a blend of herbal remedies, spiritual rituals, and community-centered care. The Maya viewed health as a state of balance between the individual and the cosmos, and their medical practices were deeply rooted in their cosmology. Healers, known as shamans, played a vital role in maintaining this balance, using their knowledge of plants and their connection to the spiritual realm to treat ailments. The Maya's approach to medicine highlights a cultural understanding of health as a communal and spiritual endeavor, where the well-being of the individual was intrinsically linked to the harmony of the community and the universe. In the Islamic Golden Age, scholars and physicians made significant advancements in medicine, drawing upon the knowledge of ancient cultures and expanding it through rigorous study and experimentation. This era was marked by a spirit of inquiry and openness, reflecting a society that valued learning and innovation. Islamic medicine was characterized by a synthesis of science and spirituality, with physicians adhering to ethical guidelines that emphasized the sanctity of life and the importance of compassion. The contributions of this period laid the groundwork for modern medicine, illustrating the profound impact of cultural and religious values on the development of medical knowledge. Across the Atlantic, the Inca civilization developed a unique approach to medicine that emphasized the role of the environment in health. The Incas believed that health was a reflection of one's relationship with the natural world, and their medical practices were designed to restore harmony between the individual and their surroundings. This perspective was deeply rooted in the Incas' reverence for nature and their understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things. The ethical principles guiding Inca medicine were centered around respect for the earth and the well-being of the community, reflecting a society that prioritized collective harmony over individual gain. As we reflect on this journey through the history of medicine, we see that medical practices are not merely scientific endeavors, but cultural artifacts that reveal the values, beliefs, and priorities of the societies from which they emerged. From the spiritual healing of ancient Egypt to the holistic approach of Ayurveda, from the rationality of Greek medicine to the community-centered care of the Maya, each culture's approach to medicine offers a unique lens through which to understand their worldview. In the gentle embrace of night, as the stories of ancient healers and their societies linger in our minds, we find a peaceful reflection on the journey through historical medicine. A journey that reminds us of the enduring connection between medicine and culture and the ways in which our understanding of health continues to be shaped by the rich tapestry of human experience. As we drift into dreams, let us carry with us the knowledge that medicine, in all its forms, is a reflection of our shared humanity, a testament to our enduring quest for understanding, healing, and harmony. In the quiet tapestry of history, where threads of time weave together tales of human endeavor, the quest for health and wellness stands as a universal pursuit. Across continents and through centuries, diverse cultures have contributed to a shared narrative of healing each adding their unique color and texture to the fabric of medical knowledge. This global interconnectedness of historical medical practices reveals not only the diversity of approaches, but also the underlying unity in the human quest to alleviate suffering and promote well-being. In the ancient world, the exchange of medical knowledge often traveled alongside trade routes carried by merchants, scholars, and wanderers. The Silk Road, stretching from the east to the west, was not merely a conduit for silk and spices, but also for ideas and remedies. As caravans traversed deserts and mountains, they brought with them the wisdom of distant lands. From the Indian subcontinent, the principles of Ayurveda, emphasizing balance and harmony within the body, found their way into the hearts of travelers who spread these ideas across Asia and beyond. Meanwhile, in the heart of Africa, the rich tradition of herbal medicine flourished. African healers, with their deep understanding of the natural world, utilized the bountiful flora to treat ailments and promote health. Knowledge of plants like aloe vera and ginger, known for their healing properties, was exchanged with traders and travelers, enriching the medical practices of those they encountered. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their advanced understanding of the human body, left behind papyri that detailed surgical techniques and medicinal recipes. Their influence extended far beyond the banks of the Nile, reaching the shores of Greece and Rome. Greek physicians, inspired by Egyptian practices, began to document their observations, laying the groundwork for future generations of healers. In the Americas, indigenous cultures developed their own sophisticated systems of medicine deeply rooted in the spiritual and natural worlds. The shamans and medicine men of the Native American tribes harnessed the power of plants and rituals to heal the body and spirit. Their knowledge, passed down through oral traditions, was shared with European settlers, who in turn introduced new remedies and techniques. The ancient Greeks, with their philosophical approach to medicine, emphasized the importance of observation and reasoning. This method of inquiry resonated with scholars in the Islamic Golden Age, who translated Greek texts and expanded upon them. The resulting fusion of Greek, Roman, and Islamic medical knowledge created a rich tapestry of learning that spread across the Mediterranean and into the heart of Europe. In the Indian subcontinent, the practice of Siddha medicine, with its roots in Tamil Nadu, offered a holistic approach to health. Siddha practitioners believed in the interconnectedness of the body, mind, and spirit, using herbs, minerals, and meditation to restore balance. This philosophy found echoes in the practices of other cultures, highlighting the universal desire for harmony within oneself and with the world. As the world entered the Middle Ages, the monasteries of Ireland and Scotland became sanctuaries of learning, preserving ancient texts and knowledge. Monks diligently copied manuscripts, ensuring that the wisdom of the past would not be lost to the sands of time. These centers of learning became beacons for scholars across Europe, fostering a spirit of inquiry and exchange. The interconnectedness of these historical medical practices is a testament to the shared human experience. Despite the vast distances and cultural differences, the fundamental desire to heal transcends borders and languages. Each culture, with its unique perspective, contributes to a collective understanding of health and wellness, enriching the global tapestry of healing. In this gentle exploration of the past, we find comfort in the knowledge that the quest for health is a journey we undertake together. The stories of those who came before us, their discoveries and insights, continue to guide us as we navigate the complexities of modern medicine. As we prepare to drift into the restful embrace of sleep, let us carry with us the wisdom of the ages, a reminder that we are all part of a larger narrative, woven together by the timeless threads of healing and hope. A gentle farewell, peaceful conclusion, as we drift through the gentle currents of time, reflecting on the vast tapestry of historical medicine. We find ourselves enriched by the myriad cultures and practices that have shaped our understanding of healing. Our journey has spanned continents and centuries, revealing the timeless nature of humanity's quest for health and well-being. From the ancient wisdom of the Egyptians to the innovative practices of the Chinese, each culture has contributed unique insights to the ever-evolving field of medicine. In the cradle of civilization, the Egyptians laid the groundwork for future generations. Their meticulous records, inscribed on papyrus, chronicled treatments and remedies that would influence medical thought for millennia. The Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest known medical texts, offered a glimpse into their sophisticated understanding of the human body and its ailments. This ancient civilization's approach to medicine was holistic, considering both physical and spiritual aspects of health, a philosophy that resonates with modern holistic practices. Across the seas in ancient China, the practice of acupuncture emerged as a profound expression of balance and harmony. The Chinese believed in the flow of qi, the vital energy that courses through the body, and sought to maintain its equilibrium through the strategic placement of needles. This practice, rooted in the principles of yin and yang, emphasized the interconnectedness of all living things, a concept that continues to inform contemporary medicine. The Indian subcontinent, with its rich tapestry of traditions, offered Ayurveda, a system of medicine that emphasized the balance of the body's elements. Ayurvedic practitioners believed in the intrinsic link between the mind, body, and spirit, prescribing treatments that included herbal remedies, dietary changes, and meditation. This ancient wisdom, with its focus on prevention and lifestyle, remains relevant today, reminding us of the importance of harmony in our daily lives. In the Americas, long before European contact, the indigenous peoples developed their own intricate systems of healing. They harnessed the power of the natural world, using plants, minerals, and spiritual practices to address ailments. The knowledge of shamans and healers was passed down through generations, preserving a deep connection to the earth and its bountiful resources. As our journey continued, we found ourselves in the heart of ancient Greece, where the seeds of modern medical thought were sown. The Greeks, with their emphasis on observation and logic, laid the foundations for the scientific method. Their pursuit of knowledge was driven by a desire to understand the natural world, a quest that has propelled medical advancement throughout history. The Romans, inheritors of Greek knowledge, expanded upon these ideas, creating an elaborate public health system that included aqueducts and baths. Their commitment to sanitation and public health set a precedent for future civilizations, highlighting the importance of preventive measures in the maintenance of well-being. Finally, as we reach the Renaissance, the spirit of inquiry and exploration reawakened in Europe. This period of rebirth saw a renewed interest in the classical texts and a fervent desire to push the boundaries of knowledge. The invention of the printing press facilitated the dissemination of medical texts, allowing ideas to spread rapidly and igniting a passion for learning that would shape the future of medicine. As we gently close the pages of this historical narrative, we are reminded of the enduring human spirit that has driven the quest for healing across ages and cultures. The knowledge gained from this journey is a testament to our shared humanity and the universal desire for health and harmony. Each culture, with its unique perspective, has contributed to the rich mosaic of medical knowledge, offering insights that continue to inform and inspire. Now, As the soft whispers of history fade into the night, let us carry with us the comforting knowledge that we are part of a timeless tradition of healing and discovery. May this gentle reflection guide us into a peaceful rest, where dreams of ancient wisdom and future possibilities intertwine, soothing our minds and spirits as we drift into the embrace of sleep. And with these glimpses into the past, we close tonight's reading. May these stories bring you peace and rest as you drift into sleep.